When William Layton was younger, he and his father worked 1,200 acres on Lazy Day farms in Vienna, Maryland, just like 7 generations of Laytons before him.
My father never wanted to do anything else. He wanted to be a farmer all his life. You know, at the time, I didn't like the hard work. It was not what I saw myself doing the rest of my life. And I'd seen my father struggle a lot.
So William decided to leave the fields of corn and soybeans, opting instead for views of the big city. He married his business-savvy wife, Jennifer, took a job as a warehouse manager, and moved to Los Angeles.
When I first met my husband and he told me his father was a farmer, I was like, really? People still do that? It is something that never ever occurred to me.
But it occurred to William that a high-powered job in industry had left his glass half empty. William had a change of heart. He began longing for the life he left behind, and he wanted Jennifer to return with him back to the family farm.
The first time I mentioned it, I think she completely blew me off.
It took a long time before I ever took him seriously.
She worried a lot about it because she hadn't grown up on a farm and didn't know what to expect.
He was very much worried about what was going to happen when his dad retired.
Sure enough, William's mom and dad were preparing to trade the struggle of nonstop farming for the serene beaches of Florida. They planned to sell part of the farm in order to buy a condo.
Once you're a farmer, it's hard to stop. Could not imagine getting older without being able to work on the farm some.
On the day that William told us that he wanted to come back to the farm, it was pretty much a turning point in our life. He and Jen told us that they were expecting their first child. We literally drove home thinking, oh my God, our world has changed.
Now the farm that the Laytons counted on to support 2 people would need to support 2 families. They had to diversify. That's when the family decided to take a chance on wine by opening Layton's Chance Vineyard and Winery in 2010.
Most of our grapes, we make at least a dry and a sweet out of those. So we can take them and make different styles in the cellar once we press the grapes.
Winemaking in Maryland is nothing new. The 62 vineyards in the state produce 400 different styles of wine. But for the Laytons, growing grapes was something they had never done before. And it came with a steep learning curve. Not only did Jennifer need to adjust to life on the farm, she needed to learn about farming and big grain agriculture on the shore.
One of the great things we have in our family is a lot of different strengths and being able to put those together. And I'll tell you the truth, I make a good winemaker because I'm very good at the details, but my wife is good at seeing the big picture.
With her father-in-law moving toward retirement, Jennifer took her experience in business and used it to run both the farm and the winery. She's now calling the shots, a transition that Joe admits wasn't always easy.
We've butted heads a few times.
Him and I are very much alike.
I think we've gotten along great. I think we make a good team together.
We can have an argument and it can get heated, but once it's done, we're done.
But at this point in my life, it doesn't bother me at all working for my daughter-in-law.
With each member of the family learning something new about the business, cooperation is the key.
I'm his boss and I pretty much leave him alone because I'm certainly not going to tell somebody that has run their farm so well for 40 years how to do their job.
William is thankful for all they've been able to accomplish, both as a business and family.
There are a lot of multi-generational farms that fail because the father and the son cannot get along. Or even more that fail because the parents and the daughter-in-law cannot get along.
Layton's Chance plays host to over 4,000 wine tastings per year. It's enough to sustain their family and keep their father where he belongs, on the farm.
Nothing more fun than sitting on a combine when you're harvesting a really good crop, and it's a sense of accomplishment as well as you know you're going to make some money if you got a good crop.
Farmers do what they do because they love it, and they don't want to just retire and quit. And I wanted to still be able to provide my father the opportunity that as he got older, he could do less and less, but still be involved.